You've probably heard it said before, and I'm going to say it again a million times over. Price action is king. And if you learn how to trade using price action, your trading is going to change completely, night and day, and you will be profitable. So in this video, I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about price action and tools that you can use to help you be a better trader. The first and most important thing that you need to know about price action is support and resistance, as well as market structure. I'm going to show both of those to you in this example on German 40 on the 5-minute time frame. As you can see, we have a high point right here, a low point right here, a high point right here. Price came back to where this previous high was. So that, my friends, is a level of support and resistance. At first it was resistance, price broke through and then used it as support. And any places that price just rejected off of, those are going to be levels of support. In between these support and resistance zones are going to be market structure, where you're having highs and lows and highs and lows, creating downtrends, short term, I might add. We'll get into multi-time frame analysis a little bit later in this video, but these are going to be your lower lows and lower highs, creating a downtrend. And these are going to be your higher highs and higher lows, creating an uptrend. Now, there's multiple ways that you can trade these types of scenarios, whether you're breakout trading of the market structure. So as price breaks out of a lower low to the downside, you take a short position. Vice versa, price breaks out of a higher high, you take a long position. You can also do Fibonacci retracements and wait for the price to pull back to create that lower high. And if it's in a Fibonacci zone, you can take that entry. And when you're looking for reversals, when the downtrend turns into an uptrend, you can start looking for divergences. As you can see right here in the market structure, we had that lower low, another lower low, and on the RSI, we had that low and the lower low, and then as price danced right here, it started to come back up into the 70-30 range, showing us that divergence that we wanted. Now, I know this is a lot to take in, and I know that you guys are still struggling with seeing which one is a higher high, which one's a higher low, which one's weak, which one's strong, where are the fib levels, how do I draw my fib zones? Good news, I have the answer for you. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do breakout trading using this type of analysis. I'm also going to show you exactly where you should do your support and resistance levels so that you get the best entries. And I'm going to quickly touch on multi-time frame analysis for you. So because I have years of experience, I can see this just clear night and day. This is what it is. Higher highs, higher lows, break the trend. A lot of people can't do it, especially when they're starting out. So what I'd like to show you is the price action toolkit. It's a fantastic indicator. This is going to show you those higher highs and higher lows for you. And because most people are going to draw their higher highs and higher lows exactly like this, all of the small ones in between, I'm going to show you how to filter out the major higher highs and higher lows using a micro and macro scale. All you're going to do is go into the settings and click this box saying emphasize micro and macros. That will get rid of the minor swings or change the color of them to more of a gray shade, letting you know that they're not as important as the major moves like this one right here that broke the previous structure. These outlined ones are the ones you want to focus on. Now, another big key factor in price action trading is looking at volume in specific areas. When you are breakout trading, you want the volume to be high because you want the breakout to be aggressive, not a low volume trap. So all you're going to want to do is go into the settings and enable price volume candles. I'm going to show you how to use this when using a breakout type of strategy. These are going to show you big bearish candles, little bearish candles, big bullish candles, and little bullish candles. So zooming into the chart, you can see this is the higher high that we want to focus on. If we are breakout trading, we're looking for a breakout above this higher high, but we also want to have it with higher volume. Now, if you don't know how to read the volume chart, these volume candles are going to help you just clearly identify when that high volume is breaking the structure. That previous higher high, which is going to be the best structure break that you want because that's going to be the continuation that you're looking for. The trend is your friend and continuation trades are going to be money in the bank. So we have that higher high right here. We had our breakout candle, but then we had a high volume candle above that zone. That's when we're interested in taking a long position, stop loss below the previous structure, or the nearest swing low with a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio. Now, a lot of people don't like breakout trading right when the price breaks out. They like to wait for the pullback. This is called the break and retest strategy. But how do you know where price is going to retrace to? It usually retraces after a breakout two Fibonacci levels, the 0.5, the 618. You've probably seen my videos on Fib levels, but a lot of you are struggling with where to put that Fib retracement tool from this swing high to this swing low, exact positions. So now let's look at a sell side position or a short position with this same breakout strategy, and then using Fibonacci retracement tools to get you into the trade after the pullback, after the breakout and the pullback. So right here we had that high volume candle breaking the previous structure, and then price pulled back right here, but we didn't get another high volume candle out of it. How did we know that price is going to reject this area? Is it the support and resistance, or is it a Fibonacci zone? Because as you can see, it didn't exactly reject this structure line. It went above it, which could have stopped a lot of people out. So what we're going to do is enable the FIB zone settings. Just check this box right here, and it will automatically show you the FIB zone of 78.6, which means price retraced 78.6%. Once you do that, you get these Fibonacci retracement zone ribbons. And once you get a rejection candle off of this zone, continuing to break out of that structure, you can take a short position after that candle has closed below that previous structure and safely know that price isn't going to go back above that Fibonacci zone. You're targeting that 1 to 2 risk to reward, and there's your trade. Now, some of you guys are going to jump the gun and you're going to say, why can't I just use these market structure higher highs and higher lows to trade off of? You can't trade off of them because you won't know the micro and the macro swings until far after the price has already gone to the next point of structure. So what you're using this higher high and higher low for is to see and look left where your market structure is for your previous trade. So the next zone, just looking left, that I want to target with the Fibonacci retracement using my previous trend line right here is going to be this high, this major swing high and swing low. This is the one that I want to focus on for my market structure. So on a higher time frame, I'm looking for a Fib retracement to this zone before I'm looking to get into a long position. These higher highs and higher lows of the market structure are for you to have a visual representation to look at your targets to the left, not as current fractals that you would use for a swing high and a swing low right as you're entering your trade. You want to focus on Fib retracements, and you want to focus on those high volume candles. Now, looking at these support and resistance levels on that 5-minute time frame, you might be thinking to yourself, well, how did you know to put it right there? I have an eye for it, so I could just do it off the cuff. If you need help with your support and resistance zones, what I want you to look at is the monthly high open and close, weekly high open and close, and daily high open and close. This is the price at which it opened, the high point of that day, or what price it closed at of that day, week, or month. Now, if you don't want to do that all by yourself, there's the multi-time frame open, high, low lines, and you can do the monthly, the weekly, or the daily. Because I'm on a 5-minute time frame, I want to focus on the daily high open and close. So as you can see, these are the areas that you want to focus on. Removing all of my drawings, you can now see clearly where your levels of support and resistance should be. And all you have to do is draw horizontal lines on these zones. And now you can clearly see that these areas where price rejected are the ones that you want to focus on. This one, I believe, is also going to be important because it was used multiple times. Right here, and right here. So as price comes back, it's probably going to reject this area. This zone 2 is also an area of interest because we had daily high open and closes in this area. When you're looking at charts, it's hard to distinguish everything without spending thousands of hours studying charts and seeing trends and structure and easily being able to identify Fib retracements. This is a trained eye that is able to see this right away. And with this indicator, it alleviates that pressure for you. It puts a little bit of structure to the madness that is the price. It looks random. But once you start seeing the patterns using price action strategies, it becomes substantially easier for you. Now, these are the major ones that I can spot visually. But we also have some minor ones here within this structure where we start seeing these flip zones. Price breaking previous structure and using it as support. Previous resistance, flipped, turned to support, used as support again. Continuation to the upside. This right here, broke through, used as support, came back, broke through, used as resistance. When you're on the 5-minute or 15-minute time frame, you're going to want to use these daily support and resistance levels. If you're swing trading and using a higher time frame, let's say you're on the daily, you're going to want to look for the weekly or the monthly open, high, and low lines. That's going to create that structure for you. So as you can see, if you're swing trading, you're getting these nice rejections off of these FIB zones. So if you're holding a trade for days or weeks, these are going to be your best entries, where price rejected off of the FIB zones. There's so many more filters that you can do with this indicator, and I genuinely don't want to make this an hour-long video. It's already long enough. But I can genuinely say that this thing is going to change your trading forever. I saw this thing as it was being made. I'm using it now, and it's just... If you guys do want an hour-long lesson on everything price action, and I mean everything, all the information that exists on the internet, it's right here. I go over candlestick patterns, support and resistance, chart patterns, a 22-minute specifically on divergences, because it is my most commonly asked question, and this is my entire brain downloaded into a 22-minute video about divergences. Multi-time frame analysis, so seeing the overall trend on a higher time frame. So if you're scalping on the 5-minute time frame, which is an uptrend, where do you let that take profit hit? Where can you expect the continuation of the higher time frame trend to go down? It's insane. And I've got this crazy endless paper visualization on there that is really going to change your life. Now, this is within the Trading Floor course, and you get this as a part of your membership. And this indicator that I've been showcasing in the entire video is the new price action toolkit. You also get access to it as a part of your membership. So not only do you get to learn everything there is to know about price action and be a better trader, you literally get the best price action indicator that exists on the internet, period. You can sign up and get access to all this stuff at trdfloor.com. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like, and we will see you in the next one.